Tell me about the kind of data you're seeing with something like Leafly, this website, this company you bought. What are you learning about the marijuana industry or the the marijuana trade?
Yeah, Leafly to me is fascinating, right? We had 4 million unique visitors in the site last month, and that number is rising at about 20-30% month over month. And we have approximately 3,000 dispensaries in North America that use Leafly on a daily basis. And when I say use it,
they put their products up on Leafly. They say what's available, what they have,
exactly
prices.
It's similar to Yelp, right? So dispensary owner or manager can manage their page on Leafly, so it's on their own profile page, and they can give a description of the dispensary. They could post pictures. They can post their menu, right? So menus they range from a dozen items to hundreds of items. They can post specials. But their menu is really interesting, right? Because
we know the names. I mean, some of they still have train wreck and some of these sort of crazy names for their marijuana. I don't know if that's still the case.
Oh yeah. There's still a lot of crazy strain names out there. But they post their menu, right? They post the strains and the strain names, and they post the price. And we see inventory sometimes flip multiple times a day. So we actually see the amount of cannabis that's being sold at these retail centers. We know what the average transaction is at a dispensary. We know what strains are trending in different regions, right? What you see up in Seattle is a totally different strain than what you see, say, in San Francisco, right? And then what's really intriguing is this whole emergence of products, right? So instead of the B-reel of somebody smoking a joint in the park, it's shifting. So consumers and patients are starting to shift towards more consumables. So like edibles and sodas and tinctures and topicals.
So they don't have to smoke it. They can eat it.
Exactly. It's a whole consumable market that is really exploding, and it has really for the past year. But we're starting to see it increase every month.
So we're talking about the kind of data that's really helpful, in fact essential in understanding a marketplace, right? But it hadn't been available beforehand because everything was in the black market. Like incredibly valuable data, right?
It's incredibly valuable, right? For the first time in 75, prior to 75 years during the whole prohibition, we're able to see consumer brands emerge. We're starting to see patients and consumers taste, and we're starting to see pricing and pricing trends. We're starting to see inventory and supply and
the basics of any business, essentially.
Fundamental consumer-driven businesses, right? Which cannabis is a consumer-driven business.
So what can you do with that data now, or what are you thinking you can do with that data? Because I would imagine that's actually quite valuable.
Yeah, there's a lot, right? I think some of the smart dispensary owners around the country come to us now for data, right? They'll want to know what's trending. They'll want to know what strains are popular in San Diego.
And they'll pay you for that service, or how's that going to work?
We're not charging anybody for this service yet. I mean, this is all still pretty raw data. But I think people are really starting to understand that, as we start collecting this data, people will be able to make business decisions based on, what's happening in the consumer and medical markets.